Hey everyone, Richard here, and I got a fairly large comic haul today. Went to a flea market, I went to a local comic shop, and we got some online purchases as well. So let's just get into it and show everything because, like I said, got quite a bit of stuff. All right, so this week I decided to sort of do a little filming as I was hunting. I went to one of the antique malls here that I go to fairly often, and just decided to walk around and see what I could find. They always have a ton of comics here, tons of collectibles. It's a great place to find stuff. Um, I've talked about it before, and if you're local, you probably recognize it if you've ever been in there. But yeah, it's a great place. They have lots of really cool things. I'm sure I'll show some of it as we're going through here. As I was looking, I found some comics. None of the comics I showed in my clips are actually the ones I picked up. I ended up finding a booth that had some like a saran wrap bundle of comics. There were a few that weren't saran wrapped, and I ended up taking them all. Um, but it worked out to being about $3 a comic when you broke it down. Um, Maybe a few cents more. I think it was like 306 or something when you factor it all in. But about $3 a comic. And there's actually a decent theme to today's pickups. Most of it is Archie, and basically all of it is sort of romance related. So yeah, let's just get into it because, like I said, a lot of stuff to show. This first stack right here is all from that flea market. So yeah, let's just get into it. First book. There was actually more than this in there. There was some coverless comics and stuff. I'm not going to show any of that stuff. I'm only showing the stuff that I thought was cool, essentially. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. So, first one, Chilling Adventures in Sorcery, number 2, as told by Sabrina. It's a cool sort of Archie horror cover right there. Again, these are like $3 each, which in some instances is more than I usually pay for stuff like this, but there's also some really good stuff in here, so yeah. This one I just thought was cool because it's basically another horror cover, PEP 158. And I think all of these came from one person's collection from one LCS somewhere because they all, I think all, most if not all, have date stamps on them, which is really cool. So we got this PEP 158, right? Yeah, 158. Nice horror cover theme right there. Pretty cool. And there were 2 of this issue, which is kind of cool. This is semi sought after. It's not like a huge book or anything, but it's more than $3, whatever. But Jughead number 90. This is the drug dealing issue where I think he's selling tranquilizers. Yeah, but it's the drug dealing issue, which people like to collect those sort of weird oddball issues. Like I said, there's 2 of them here. This one's got the date stamp right there. I don't think this one has a date stamp. It has a $3 price tag on it. Because like I said, I don't think this one was in the wrapped up bundle. But it was from the same booth. But yeah, got both of those. And then these next, how many? 4 books are basically why I decided to take a chance on the lot because they are all Archie Giant series. And Archie Giant series is something I've sort of been flirting with picking up some of these books from it. And it was a cheap stack, so I figured why not? There's pretty cool ones. So we got Archie Giant number 28, just the baseball cover. Probably the least interesting of them in this stack, but still pretty cool. This one right here might be my favorite or second favorite. Number 25. This is the Christmas stocking one, but that's just a really nice cover. Giant snowman, if you will, snow woman, I guess in this case. Snow sculpture, really cool. Number 18, Betty and Veronica Summer Fun. Again, date stamp up here. Pretty cool. Then we got The Last Giant, Betty and Veronica number 13. Just really nice swimsuit cover. This was one I've wanted for a while. I just never bought it. So it was definitely a pleasant surprise to see it in there. And then Again, as far as pleasant surprises go, this is actually a title I am working on getting like the first 15, and I have a good chunk of them already. I think I only need maybe 4 more. But we got She's Josie #4. It's funny, this next one, She's Josie #5. I actually saw 2 booths that had this book. So the one I picked it up at, and then there was another booth there that had a copy. She's Josie #5, which is, and it's just funny, for a title I hardly ever see 2 of the same issue in the same antique mall. Yeah, got both of those. Check them off my list, put them on my CLZ. So yeah, very cool. Very happy to add those to my collection. And that is all I got from the antique mall. But after that, I went ahead and when was it? I don't remember when it was. Old Pebble Comics, Tony was having a sort of an online sale. John, my buddy John, told me about it, and I decided to chime in. I wasn't planning on buying anything, but I did. I ended up buying a couple things, and it saved me money to just go pick it up in the shop myself. Even though that shop is very far from me, it's like a 40-minute drive, but still better than shipping, plus it saved me money. So yeah, I went and picked up some books at their shop. Alright, so that's what these are right here. Because I went and picked them up myself, I got a 15% discount on all these shown prices. So yeah. We got Love Letters #25. A nice cover. For $10, why not? It's in fairly decent shape, has a little bit of a corner issue, but otherwise, nice presenting looking cover there. We got Lovelorn #28. Lovelorn's one of those titles that you should really just kind of look out for, because some of the books in there you don't see very often, and they can go for a little bit of money. This one was, again, very cheap, #28. Very bold colors on there. This one, I didn't get it at first, but I ended up changing my mind just because of what it is. It's a photo cover. It's Heartthrobs #7, which is a very rare issue to find, like, in the first place. You don't see it very often. But it is a Debbie Reynolds photo cover. For those who don't know right off the bat, that is Carrie Fisher, Leia's mother. So that's right there. I believe this is from 1950. I think her first movie was in 48, but this is probably an older picture, so probably pre-movies. But yeah, Debbie Reynolds photo cover. So figured why not? That's pretty cool. I'm obviously a huge Star Wars fan, so kind of fits into that weird niche where I like romance and I like Star Wars, so why not grab that? And then the last one I got from that sale, this is a very beat up cover. Very beat up book in general. It's probably like a 1.5, I'm guessing. 1.0, 1.5, somewhere in that range. But this is a very rare book. This title in general is pretty rare. You don't see it very often. And I think this is the best cover of that title. My Love Story #4. And $15, again, 15% off. But just look at that title, that cover. That's such a nice cover. He wrote he thought it was Wally Wood, but there is no credited artist for this cover as far as I know. But still, really, really nice looking book. So yeah, when I saw this was actually the book that triggered me to start buying some things. At first I wasn't going to buy anything, but then he showed this, and once the floodgates were open, I was like, all right, I'll pick up some other stuff also. So yeah, very happy to get that. This is definitely my favorite of the stack, even in low grade. You just don't see them very often. So yeah. All right, 3 more books. First 2 are eBay purchases, and then the last one is an online purchase, but it wasn't eBay. So first one is Katie Keene Pinup Parade #9. This is a series I am trying to complete. It's not a very long series. And I already have most of them, I think. I have at least half of them. Didn't have this one. It's a Christmas ornament cover. Pinup Parade is a very thick book, and the activities in them and the paper dolls are very often missing, cut out, drawn, or whatever. So if I can ever find one that doesn't have all that messed up, I try to get them. And yeah, picked up this one. Pretty decent shape, and it was pretty affordable also, which is the main reason I got it. So, yeah. And then from that same seller, I also got this one. This is, I guess, sort of a milestone issue. This is Katie Keene number 50. Thought it presented really, really nice for the price. Just no reason beyond that. I am a Katie Keene fan. She's becoming my favorite Archie, I guess, character. I'm more interested in sort of the history of her character, honestly. But she's kind of starting to beat out Veronica for me in some ways. So yeah, there's that one. And this last book was from an online shop, not eBay, just an independent online shop. This was actually the only comic they had posted, and I saw it and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's an issue number 1. I actually asked Hazel Dan real quick to price check it for me, and it was priced very low. I only paid $20 for this, but this is Love at First Sight number 1. Just a nice painted cover. Again, paid $20 for this. It's worth a good amount more than that. So nice first issue of a romance title. I will take that all day, every day. It is not in high grade or anything, but some of these things, like when you see it, you just buy it, and that's what this was. So yeah, that is all for this haul. Some pretty cool stuff, I thought, and it kind of just worked out that it's all the same sort of type of stuff. I guess it's basically what I've been looking for lately in hunting, is that kind of stuff, so that's why it's all like that. But yeah, that is all for this haul. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and yeah, take care, everyone.